Okay, this is DragonofEternity and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker MSQ. In the last video, I helped this guy get some ceruleum, and then I visited his house, and now we're back at camp where all hope has been lost for the first. So, let's start the quest with Lucia then, shall we? Strange bedfellows. With the immediate crisis averted, Lucia seeks to gain a clearer understanding of the present situation. Before we proceed, let me tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of the forces. They're fucked. They're royally fucked. They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry, a reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of the people they were sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic, but perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Julius back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling or unable to go, but for the time being I'll take what I can get. Alphino, Alice and the scouts sent to extricate them should already be at the station. I will also have our other comrades in the area lend their support should it be needed. Understood. Oh, he is utterly defeated. Completely and utterly defeated. And that blue will be a quest for an ether current. I haven't gotten any ether currents from the main quest line. Oh, I see a dog at my door. You wanna go in, buddy? Come on the bed before I do more recording. There we go, buddy. You really pick your moments to come in. Uh-huh. Ow. Damn. Falling down the stairs and spraining my ankle was not a good time on Sunday. Heck, I missed day 3 of Endwalker MSQ. Yeah. Well, what can you do? Sometimes you just miss a step and fall down. And don't worry, I'm alright. Just a knock to my confidence. Which happens a lot. So let's see. You have just a straight path through all of this shit. It's been a while since I've been through a dungeon. Yeah, last one was Tower of Zot. I suspect I'll be going through another tower. Yeah. Now I suppose if I was comparing this to Shadowbringers, this would be Ilmeg. So there would be a dungeon and a trial coming up soon. So I guess the question is, what's the trial gonna be? I know Anima's around here somewhere. Well, not around this area, but somewhere in the MSQ. So I guess I'll be fighting Anima. Maybe that was the thing that has controlled all the garleans. Maybe Varus's body has been made into Anima. Oh dear lord, that'd be fucking terrifying. It would make sense, but it would be fucking terrifying. Yeah, I'm just theory crafting at this point, so who knows what's actually going on. Although if they are being commanded by Varus, then I don't know, maybe they summoned Varus as a primal. I don't know. I really want to know. I've seen like little screenshots on Twitch, but I haven't gone any further into it. Right, let's see. First soldier. What are you doing back here? Why are Julius and the others? Oh, I did not expect you to arrive so soon. There's been a development. Perhaps you had best see for yourself. Yeah, this guy shot himself in the head. It was bloody. 'Tis a comfort to see thee none the worse for my recent ordeals. Marishna and Julius. We arrived just before you did, and too late. Too late for what? What's happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. And then, when he was alone, he... No, he wouldn't! He did. Thancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free. Free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, where... I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die, but most of us just want to live. Songs and stanzas be damned. We just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over to them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see they reach our camp safely. Damn. I guess technically you're the leader now. Good luck. After what happened to his family, the first was all Julius had left. Now even that's been taken away from him. He's not alone in that either. There's a comfort in having someone to follow, someone to lead. Sheesh. I do hope the Ilzabard contingent actually makes some kind of difference around here. Oh, they will. Don't worry. Chuchuto. With the roads covered, don't you worry. Things may get chaotic out there, but just take it slow and steady as you can. Right? Alright? Alright, can we get this etherite working, please? Wait. Is there a bloodstain on the flag? Holy fuck, there is! Holy shit! Why? Because old people, that's why. They're stuck in the past. And when something new comes barking its way, they don't want to change. I know not how to offer encouragement or solace to these poor souls, but if it's safe passage to a camp they need, I'll gladly oblige. Try as we might, any words of comfort we may offer are like to fall on deaf ears. We are but strangers from foreign lands, perhaps in our eyes the very cause of the suffering to begin with. Nevertheless, we mustn't give up. Yeah, Graha. Yeah. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it, to think we could reclaim it, rebuild it all ourselves. I mean, give it a couple of expansions, there might be like a crafting gathering area. Maybe some housing for players, you never know. Before all this began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. If there's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it, so take me. Take me with you, please. Alright, there's one. Well, got the Aetherite Sword in the end, all it took was a few adjustments, and now it works as well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one in Laterum is also functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. Does that mean? Yes! I don't have to walk between camps. That's fan-fucking-tastic. Right, where am I going to next? Am I going in the cart? I am. Urianjay. To employ healing magics would likely invite catastrophe, as thou canst attest from thy experiences at Victor Spoils. Indeed, the garleans view our ability to manipulate Ether with the same suspicion that many Eorzeans do Magitech. He's got a point. Ah, it's you, the one who treated me with such kindness. I heard from the others that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us. Not that it makes much difference now. Purebloods, migrants, savages. After a while, the words start to lose meaning, until all you're left with is anger and fear and hate, and I'm too tired. If you and yours has come to offer aid, I'd be glad to accept. Yeah, hate. Being too tired of hate. That's kind of how I feel with Blizzard right now. Oh, I chuckle, but ugh. I could make rant upon rant about Blizzard, but hey, I'm playing a different game right now. Best not to dwell on it, not when there's work to be done. Yeah, I'll take those words to heart, Vanquid. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on Camp Broken Glass, and what we'd hoped to talk about with Quintus. But all of that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? Thank the 12, thank the 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and tempered skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's Chain, courtesy of our Luminson friends. I'd save it for the tempered, though. Oh. I'll mark a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. Well, I guess he's... Okay, that's... Oh, that was a bit silly. Okie dokie, so there's now quests open here. And now I've got to do things here. So there's 2 side quests for the Ether Currents. Still another 3 to be counted for. And there's 9 Ether Currents for me to collect on the map. So a grand total of 14 still to get. Woo. Okie dokie. I think I'll save that for its own video. Just me like doing the 5 for 4 side quests and then just exploring the map for all of the Ether Currents. And then I can fly in this hellhole. Woo. Let's see, Stranger Bedfellows, that's level 83, so I'm still a level ahead in terms of MSQ. Okie dokie. I'll probably still want to do some roulettes for the XP. Yeah. I also might want to get a tank leveled. So let's see, here, and here. Deal with any enemies out up here. Conqueror's Chain! Okay, so you're neutral. That's good to know. This level 90 is neutral. That nearly gave me a heart attack. Oh, yeah. It's like seeing poorest Poldia at Ilmeg. What do you do against a level 80 mark when you're level 71? Or 72? So let's see, Conqueror's Chain. Okay, you're not something to use that on. Now might be the time to get the chocobo out. Let's see. I suspect I'll be helping this buddy boy with theirs as well. Yep. Alright. Let's do this. Full power! Whoa. Okie dokie. So next is over here, by the runaway train. I wonder if someone suplexed it. That is a really terrible reference to FF6. Subdue him first and then use the Conqueror's Chain. Alright. Oh, I have now 2 charges of this. Oh, that's nice. Alright, are you ready? No. Alright, now he's ready. Lovely. Nah, he's gone. Okay. Alright, go Jibanyan Couch. Bring me to here. I wonder. The MS is rising. I suspect there are people using the internet in my house. And then down south. What was that one? Hardly Refugee. Amazing crates. Okay, I see the 2 references from there. And final destination. Tempered Soldier. Yeah, the gameplay's lagging a little bit now. And use. And ba-boom. Tell you what, I'll just take the threat back. Actually, no. Yeah, this is lesser distance. Okay, speak with Thancred. Ah, there you are. As expected, I ran into a few beasts who fell down without much of a fight. The Tempered proved somewhat troublesome, but those chains should keep them under control until our allies take them into custody. With that taken care of, I'm to gather a few supplies and return to the station. While I see to that, would you mind apprising Lucia of our progress? As it happens, I have some rather pertinent information from our recent scouting forays, but I'll save that for later. First things first, and all that. Yeah, I've got to tell her the guy shot himself in the head. He left blood all over a flag. I gotta wonder how close I am to the dungeon. Feels like I've been there for several hours. And I have. Alright, Lucia. So I've got good news and bad news. Good news is people are cooperating. Bad news, Quintus. My reaction, I was informed of Quintus's suicide. It must have come at a great shock to his men. What of the refugees? I'm told some were receptive to our proposal, but I would hear your first-hand account. That so many did not hesitate to accept proves how desperate the situation has become. We'll do our best to make them feel welcome. The troops that participated in the ambush are no exception. They will be afforded the same treatment as any other refugees, perfidy notwithstanding. After all, even I wanted to make an example of them, and even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to learn from it. We will tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under direct orders of the legatus, and that following his suicide they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Perhaps Quintus thought that, had he lived, he would be tried as a war criminal and his men punished with him. Perhaps by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability. Or perhaps, like too many others, he was a true believer to the end. Who can say? I didn't know the man, or his heart. His reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him, and it falls to us to clean up the mess. Ba-boom. Oh, now there's 2 more quests here. Yeah, let me check. 1, 2, 3... Oh, don't give me a triple tricard there. Do not. 4. So if there's 4 side quests and then 1 from the main scenario quest. Okay. Okie dokie. In from the cold. Lucia has further news for you. I assume you're curious about what matters have progressed here in your absence. Quite well, as happens. Now that we've procured cerulean from Tapper's den, the recently repaired heaters can provide much-needed warmth. Furthermore, we've provided sufficient food for everyone. Those from Tertium shall find a hot meal waiting upon their arrival. There's one for you, so go ahead and get some well-earned rest. I believe that we're capable of wielding a ladle or 2 without your assistance. On your way, might I ask you to seek out Ishtola? She was but recently attending to the wounded, but she's meant to be taking a rest herself. See that she is. Alright, Ishtola. Don't you go dying on me, hon. You already chucked yourself into the live stream, what, 2 times now? Ishtola. Yes, I have been taking proper breaks and imbibing sufficient water. But what if the Warrior of Light, you and the twins, have an established history of reckless disregard for your own well-being? We're all fortunate that none of you landed yourselves in my care. Already quite enough to deal with, between the tempered and the first wounded. Alas, though I can mend their bodies, the toll their experiences have taken on their hearts and minds is another matter altogether. For their sakes, we mustn't waver. But nor must we rush ahead in eagerness to see the day won, and in doing so invite disaster. Upon settling down for supper, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Alright, let's hope it doesn't take longer than 40 minutes. Yeah, well. Alright, movie time. I think it's time I get a drink and mute the mic. Gotta keep myself hydrated.
Is that all of them?
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
Warmth. At last.
Marvelous, isn't it? All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Leminson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
The hells you did! We were there every step of the way.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
I did a damn sight more than you lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back!
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Here. At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it. I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
I know this is not a dream, and yet... I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination, that my world had been forever changed. And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you change my world in ways I never thought possible. Were it not for you and your fellow scions, the rift between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged. The Grand Company of Eorzea. The Ilsebard contingent. We owe it all to you. We've shed many tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter. I'm honored to fight by your side. As an Eorzean and Garlean both, I shall do all in my power to bring my peoples together.
It is a remarkable achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Yes, I know what you mean. On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
On behalf of the Garleans, I thank you for inviting me today.
What? Emperor Varus? Ah!
They are being tempered. The talismans. Quickly!
Save me, brave hero! Ahem. My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short. I shall begin the preparations.
Now, it is time for you to awaken. Good morrow to you. Here, have a taste before it gets cold. Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh. So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing. We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Aulus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo. His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject. and permit you to go on a righteous rampage instead of partaking in this delicious meal? I think not. I must say, I have gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord. When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner. He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes. Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate. Exposition is in order. The Garlean Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple. But people being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then? Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course. As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solus Galvus, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck. The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory.
I'm unmuting for a second. That's fucking Anima from FF10. So that's the first trial then. Oh, lovely.
And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varus himself. And lo, the Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit, their anima. It calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight. And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe. The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself. An ingenious design.
Well, that would explain the man's limb.
Would you not agree, my lord?
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you? Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery. Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo. Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria. I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion. Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star. The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone. At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
Oh, will you not finish your meal?
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger, and it would seem my friend has lost her appetite. I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion, but clearly we are above such pretensions. While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Ascian, I too claimed another's as my own. It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see. Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself. Or together.
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak. We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank me later for my generosity. Ah, there it is. Your camp, I believe. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that you, the other you, is making her way there as we speak. Alas, this you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy. Such ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue. Tempered soldiers, with standing orders to kill those not sworn to anima. Under normal circumstances, you would make short work of them. But on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your favor.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What? You're giving me 25 minutes. What? Come along. Come along where? Are you kidding me? This is going to be a long episode. Time to familiarize yourself with that new body. You might say suggest a fight to the death. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows.
No shit.
Scurrying about like a rodent.
Medkit. Lovely. I can't heal. Shit. Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Reaper's identification key and fuel. What? Where? God, I got it right. What's my dog doing? What's the dog doing? Something there. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight, aren't I? I've time to look up a guide. Oh, am I supposed to get the parts from other Magitech Reapers? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Okay. I see. I see. Come on, go the other way. Go the other way. Shoot. Would you please shoot? Go away. I know the moment I go, he's gonna go. Son of a bitch. Nope, not that. I hate this. I hate this. Fuck. Get here. I hate everything about this instance right now. I wasn't expecting this. I think no one's gonna expect this. Uh-huh. What? What'd that give me? 4 minutes of damage up. Lovely. Okay, well, that's fuel. No. You're making me do this. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. I hate everything about this. Like I'm supposed to remember where the thing was. No, 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 no. Get it in there! You! Get it in there. Identification key in the possession of the pilot. Search the area for the pilot. Search around for the person calling to you. What? The person calling to you. Where the? I hate everything about this right now. Small sack. Search around it for the person calling to you. So I might have gone completely the wrong way. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this so much. No. 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 Around the Reaper. Nope, not around there. Not around here. Someone in there, no? Just run, see if you can outrun it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's not gonna make me reset, is it? Oh god, I hope not. I hope not. So this is where I started. The damaged one's down there. Now where? Said search around, but I've looked around that bit. Screw this, I'm just gonna look around. Okay, so there's a corpse there, there's a corpse there. Damn it. I hate this. What am I looking for? This might be another one of those videos where I split it in half. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, one of these fuckers best have a key. Come on! If I'm missing something stupidly obviously, I apologize. This is new to me. This is new and I don't know where I'm going. How far does it go this way? I'm gonna lose this. So this is as far as it goes. I hate this. Could I at least have a sprint button? Search around the immobilized Magic Attack Reaper for the person calling to you. I don't know what I'm looking for. look around the Reaper. What am I missing? I can't go that way. Can't go in here. Clear the path with 10 minutes to go. Oh, shite. Get in there. Right. Cannon. Diffractive cannon. Am I good? Still something. Oh, come on! Disembark and proceed. Okay. Why is there something fighting a bomb? You there, please help us. Okay. Oh no, that's a lot of things. Do I have time to be doing this? Oh no. Well, I just gotta hope. Hope I have enough time. God, it's counting down. Tell you what, if I fail, I'll cut the recording and I'll get back to where I was. Which is here. Or wherever the timer reaches 0. That sounds good. We have to get back to the shelter. I'm trying. Ay, ay, ay. I have no more healing items. I'm gonna fail this. Why couldn't I get in the bloody thing? Unable to escape the blast, you begin to lose consciousness. You crawl to safely and reach consciousness. Last of your strength, crawl to Camp Broken Glass. How far away is it? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Am I going to be doing this for 5 minutes? Or until I reach a certain point? Either way. What's happening now? Is it cutscene time?
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
A welcome one. Arun, Senna and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully, there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Eulus? His symptoms were particularly severe.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment. But rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend. May the Fury guide you.
Of all the bloody times for a disappearing act.
Right when the first wave struck, we'd be fools to think it a coincidence. But where even to begin the search? No one saw her leave in the chaos, and we've no trail to follow.
While I know full well she can handle herself, I worry all the same.
Ah, speak of the devil.
Well, time to call off the search.
Case closed.
That's her, over there.
Aye, 'twould appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive her presence?
I am. Perhaps, in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties. But... where have you been? We've been worried sick.
Now, all's well that ends well. Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Who are you?
Sadly, that is all we have time for today. The effect has run its course, and back to your own bodies you must go. where are my manners? You have all traveled so very far, and I've yet to pay my respects. Though in my defense, I was ill-prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress. Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows. Particularly effective, that. Charitable souls that you are, you bent over backwards to aid them, heedless of the delay. Predictable to a fault. And so my plan approaches completion unhindered. Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amount of ether, and then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles. The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all shall bear witness to the final days.
The gods themselves will be my meal. Your dear companions my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake. All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, weal enmeshed with woe. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence. Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
Thank goodness. She's awake.
Perfectly fine, yes. I hope the same can be said of you.
Everything in working order? That's a relief. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
Given recent events, I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly. A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Van Daniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly. Once you've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babel.
Oh dear lord, let that never happen again. Ugh. I guess I'm waiting for everyone to zone in. Dear lord, that took me an hour and 16 minutes. The body that you were forced to inhabit turned cold and stiff the moment you returned to your own. Perhaps the soul it belonged to is long gone. Oh, where's dog going? Dog's going out. Okay. Ow. I need to beat the mic. Okay, that little interruption later. I'm going to have to remember that was an interruption. Party check. Thancred. No apologies necessary, least of all to me. If anything, there's a strange comfort in knowing I'm no longer the only one to have been used as a villain's puppet. For I pray you'll be the last. Oh yeah, the Lahab bread possessed you in ARR. Stola? Yes, 'tis still you. My apologies, I realized too late that the ether emanating from the tower was distorting my perception. Which was likely a temporary effect, but I remain wary. Rianjay, full glad am I to see thee awake and restored to thine own flesh once more. Estinian, whatever that was, let's not do it again, eh? Thank the heavens you're right, it gave me quite a fright. Maxima, the body that you were forced to inhabit turned cold and stiff the moment you were returned to your own. Perhaps the soul it belonged to is long gone. Let us pray it is, for I doubt it would be better off in the care of Xenos or Fandaniel. I will require a detailed report on what occurred to you whilst you were not yourself. For the contingent, of course. It can wait until later, however. For now, it's enough that you've returned. Are you certain that you've recovered? You mustn't push yourself, especially after an experience like that. Give me a little break after this recording. You're certain you're well? Nothing out of place? No missing bits? I hope not. No added bits either. Good, though I won't promise the same for Fandaniel and Xenos after I improve them. Yeah, good luck actually attacking them. How much must these people suffer? How much must these people suffer before they're satisfied? How many cruel, pointless tricks must they play? Prelude to the final days or no, it ends now. God, I hope it does. Although seeing as we're not even halfway through the story, we got a long-ass way to go. Right. 83, Tower of the Gods, and that is an ether current, which is the first MSQ one I've gotten. So that is going to be the final quest of Garlemald Zone. Okie dokie, okie dokie. So I'm going to end things here before I accept that quest. Okay, so this has been DragonofEternity going through more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker MSQ. In this video I had a body swap and it was really, really weird. So I guess next time I'll be going into the Tower of Babel and maybe fighting Anima. Woo. So, yeah. That planned out, viewers, with my rambling hopefully now finally done. Until next time.